Welcome back to Athletic Every Day, day number 77. Back at it again with an upper body workout, and I'm back at my home gym again. And it was a really nice sunny day today, although throughout the day we've had, I guess, what you would call April showers, where it's kind of intermittently raining and sunny, and you can never really predict the weather this time of year in the UK. So that was how the warm-up went. My skipping rope broke for some reason. I think I've just used that rope quite a lot. Very, very cheap rope at Amazon. I'm probably going to get myself a new one very soon, but I do have another spare one, so I'm going to wait till that one breaks before I get a new one. For a workout where I was very exhausted, not even because I didn't sleep very well, but because, I guess I didn't get as much sleep as I wanted to. I worked a morning shift this morning, so that means getting up at around 5 a.m. Then, finishing work at 2:15, so that's 8 hours of, being on your feet, being moderately active, walking around, doing classes, and but also there's a big part that mental activity and being, trying to be focused on different tasks during the day when you're at work. That plays a big role in fatigue as well. And I wasn't planning on doing it, but I also ended up doing a little bit of manual labor today as well. I was walking home and I went past a job that my dad was doing, and I just wanted to say hi to him, and he was like, "Oh, you want to just help me out here?" And ended up just shoveling dirt for about 2 hours and laying turf in someone's garden. So by the time I got home, I was like, I wasn't really that tired, to be honest, but when you've just sapped some of your physical energy and you're sort of taking away from the energy you'd be able to put into something else. You only have so much energy in a day, and if you're spending 2 hours of it doing manual labor, 8 hours of it working your job, then that workout at the end of the day that's going to be an hour and a half to 2 hours is not going to be the same level of intensity as when you if you weren't to do those things. So but bearing all that in mind, I think this workout went okay. Obviously it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, but all things taken into consideration, I'm pretty happy with how I performed. So usually on bench press I do go up to 105 for triples, which that's pretty much what I was doing last week. Actually, before I went away to Norway, I was doing that. And this week, I was kind of struggling to hit 100. Again, under not so ideal circumstances. But, I got 100 for triples on most of these sets. There was one at the very end that you'll see where I struggled to get 3. I only got 2. I probably could have tried to go for a third, but it would have been a very grindy rep, or I would have failed it completely, and I wasn't trying to drop the bar anywhere. Front levers, they were a little bit of a struggle today. I probably could have tried to do some more straddle, but to be honest with you guys, the main focus of my training right now is the lower body focus stuff. I'm just trying to put all of my energy and effort into jumping higher. Now, I'm sure someone's going to pipe up and say, well, you're probably thinking, why don't you just stop training upper body altogether and just use these off days to recover so that you can jump higher and you can have more recovery from your jumping days. And to that, I will say touche. That is a very good point. Obviously, I have had this thought before, and I have sort of come to the conclusion that I do need to start thinking about how to make my upper body training days a little bit more focused towards jumping higher, because for every extra goal that you have and every extra goal that you try and focus on, you're kind of taking away from focus on other goals. So for every day that I spend training bench press, and every day that I spend training front lever, and every day that I spend training overhead press or push press, or whether that's power jerks, whatever it is, that is going to be taking away ultimately from the specificity and the recovery from my jump days. So I am well aware of that, and I'm starting to think of ways that I can adjust my upper body days so that they do complement and synergistically work with the lower body days. Or if it's maybe a case of trying to do 4 full body days, or four kind of like full body athletic type days, and then 3 rest and recovery days. I'm really not sure, to be honest, and it's an idea I've been playing with. I think for now I'm going to leave it as it is, because what I'm doing right now is working to an extent. I am improving on the lifts very, very gradually and very, very slowly, but there definitely needs to be a change in the future for the way I'm going to train, and that's part of this process. It's experimentation. It's me experimenting with myself. That's the rep there where my butt just got higher than Snoop Dogg on that damn bench. But yeah, it's an experimentation. It's a process of finding out what works for me. But I am quickly starting to realize that trying to focus on too many things at once, it's like spinning too many plates. You're not gonna be able to get the focus results in one area if you're focusing on like 4 or 5 different things all at once. So yeah, that was just my thoughts kind of throughout this workout. One thing I am potentially considering, and let me know, guys, in the comments what you think. Do you think that for vertical jump, that's the rep that I failed, or I was going to fail, uh, and then I moved into doing one more rep at the end. Do you think that a weighted dip, is more specific to vertical jump than bench press? Let me know what you think, because I think the arm position and the range of motion that you have in swinging the shoulders on a vertical jump is a lot more specific, and it's a lot more similar to the range of motion you get when you're doing dips and weighted dips. And I have done weighted dips in the past, and I was probably jumping my highest throughout that period, and I'm not sure if they're linked, but potentially they are. I know that the upper body plays a very big role in vertical jumping. So, yeah, and I also figured out that I should start training my neck a little bit more, because I do have a very skinny neck, and also just for confidence reasons, it really helped me to realize how much I do stoop my head and look down with my head. So I'm going to start training my neck when I do upper body days, and just at least 2 to 3 times a week from here on out. Anyway, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.